All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be going over the non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart stores, which I know the map has not been updated, but I have updated the list as of Wednesday, and I apologize for that title. As of Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. So I want to sincerely apologize because this is long overdue. So tonight, we're actually going to be going over the list of the non liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart stores. So I want to once again apologize for this video being pretty late. Just life happens, and that's why we're here. So, anyways, so let's get started with the list of the non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart stores. So obviously, with the closing announcement of the Sears and Roebuck store at the Newport Center Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey, which I've already done a full store tour of, we are now down to 12 Sears stores yet again and 6 Kmart stores. So combine both numbers together and you get approximately 18 non-liquidating Sears and Kmart stores. So Kmart in continental mainland United States, we have the Kmart store at the Bridgehampton Common Shopping Center in Bridgehampton, New York, and the other Kmart store in mainland continental United States. We have the Kmart store at the Kendall Lakes Plaza Shopping Center in Kendall Lakes, Miami, Florida. Then we have Kmart off mainland continental United States. We have the Kmart store in Tuolumne, Guam, the Kmart store at the Sunny Isle Shopping Center in St. Croix, United States, Virgin Islands, and the Kmart store at the Tutu Park Mall in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. And the only other one that's off mainland continental United States, it's the Kmart store at the Lockhart Garden Shopping Center in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. By the way, that's the last multi-level Kmart left in the entire Kmart fleet. So we get to Sears continental mainland United States. We have the Sears store at the Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California. The Sears store at the Sun Valley Shopping Center in Concord, California. The Sears store at the Webster Town Mall in Stockton, California. The Sears store at the Whitwood Town Center in Whittier, California. The freestanding Sears store in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. The Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida. The Sears store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. The Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts. The Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas. The Sears store at the Westfield South Center in Tuckaloosa, Washington State. And the Sears store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington, which, like, Union Gap reopened and Burbank reopened. I don't know how, and I don't know why. And then obviously Sears off mainland continental United States. We have the Sears store at Plaza Las Americas Mall in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And liquidating store, it's very likely that this is the last day of operation for the Sears store, and obviously it's the Sears store at the Newport Center Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey. That's the last one in my home state, and it's actually the very last Sears store in the New York City metropolitan area. It will be closing in early March of 2024. So, anyways, with the list out of the way, now we can get to the map of the non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart stores. So, first we start on the island of Guam, which is a United States territory. We have the Kmart store in Tuolumne, Guam, which is just north of the Antonio B. Juan International Airport. And this Kmart store has a pharmacy. It's not a Kmart, how do I say this? It's not a Kmart pharmacy that's in there anymore, but however, there is a Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store. One of only, I believe, 3 left with a Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store. And again, it's the Kmart store in Tuolumne, Guam. Okay, and then as we move along the Pacific Ocean of the United States, the next Sears stores that we're going to hit, we have the Sears store at the South Center Mall in Tuckaloosa, Washington, just a little bit northeast of the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. And again, it's the Sears store in Tuckaloosa, Washington State, the last one at a Westfield property. And again, it's located at the Westfield South Center Mall, a very popular Westfield mall in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States of America. So a pretty significant Sears and the last multi-level Sears now in the state, because somehow, and I don't know why, But yes, Sears at the Valley Mall in Union Gap did reopen. I don't even know why. I don't have the explanation. I can't believe Eddie Lampert decided that it was okay to reopen up this store. And I think the whole Raymond Marquez thing is an absolute crap show. It really is sad. I mean, it's kind of pathetic that he actually reopened this in Burbank. That tells you a lot about the culture at Sears. But I know, for the sake of this video, and I get it, it's the Sears store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington. The last one-level store in Washington State, by the way. I don't know how long that's going to last, but whatever. We got to move on here. So we have two Sears stores in the Greater Bay Area of California. We have the Sears store at the Concord Mall, and this is located at the Sun Valley Shopping Center in Concord, California. And again, it's a Sears store at the Concord California at the Sun Valley Shopping Center. It's amazing that this store is still here. And again, it's Sears at the Sun Valley Mall in Concord, California. And we move a little bit east here. We have the Sears store at the Webstertown Mall in Stockton, California. These are probably the only two Sears stores that I know that are within close distance, and it's unbelievable that these stores are open. But you know what? You walk in the Sears stores nowadays, some of them don't even have escalators or elevators working. So clearly something is up. The fact that they can't even maintain basic necessities, even like bathrooms, lighting fixtures, even like transportation modes to get consumers from one floor to another. It's actually really sad of what's happening to this company. It's pretty pathetic, actually. And we all know what Eddie Lampert is up to. But anyways, again, it's the Sears store at the Webstertown Mall in Stockton, California. And there's now two Sears stores once again in the greater Los Angeles area. I know, they really should have closed Burbank, but oh well. But for the sake of this video, we have the Sears store once again back open. It's the Sears store at the Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California. And it's only one of two Sears stores remaining in the greater Los Angeles area. And there's only one other one in the greater Los Angeles area that is still operating. It is the Sears store at the Whitwood Town Center in Whittier, California. Another Sears store, again, freestanding, used to be connected to a mall and is now an entire strip mall. This store might end up closing as they might end up redeveloping the property. So we get to the Sunbelt region of the United States, and the next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store just south of the El Paso International Airport. It's the Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas. The really only reason for this Sears store still being operational in 2024, Sears Mexico pretty much sums that up. And it's the Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas. This is the last one operating within the state of Texas. So lots of lasts for sure. And the last Transform Co. property within the state of Texas, too. Once Sears in El Paso goes, there will be no more presence of Sears or Transform Co. within the state of Texas. All right, so let's start out with the territories and then Puerto Rico, and then we'll make our way up the east coast of the United States. So we're going to start out on the Saint, I believe this is the St. Thomas Island, or St. Croix rather, sorry. St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. We have the Kmart in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. This has a Western Union, and it has also the only Kmart on the U.S. Croix Virgin Islands to have a Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store. And again, it's the Kmart store at the Sunny Isle Shopping Center in St. Croix, United States, Virgin Islands. And then we go a little bit north here. We get to the St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. We have the Kmart store at the Lockhart Garden Shopping Center in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. This Kmart is actually the only remaining two-level Kmart in the entire Kmart fleet. So there is a huge significance behind this Kmart here in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. So again, pretty significant. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, it's the Kmart store, Lockhart Garden Shopping Center in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. We go a little bit east here. We have the other Kmart store, and unfortunately there is a Walmart future development, which we know what this spells for this Kmart discount department store. We have the Kmart store at the St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. I believe this is the only one left in the entire Kmart fleet to still have a fully functional Kmart pharmacy, although with the Walmart future development on the horizon, this Kmart store is probably not going to be lasting very much longer. So this is the Kmart store at the Tutu Park Mall in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. And not only does this Kmart have the last remaining Kmart pharmacy in the world that's not in Australia, but it also has a Kmart Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store. And then we go over to Puerto Rico, which is just west rather of the St. Thomas U.S. Virgin Islands. And we have the Sears store at the Plaza Las Americas Mall in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And this is again the Sears full line department store. The Kmart did close in 2021. So Sears San Juan, Puerto Rico is the final resemblance of Transform within the United States territory of Puerto Rico. That is a mouthful. So I apologize for that. So it's the Sears store at Plaza Las Americas Mall in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And we make our way to Florida. So we have one of the two Kmarts that are still remaining in mainland continental United States. We have the Kmart store at the downsized significantly because in March of 2023, the rest of the building became an at-home. So Kmart is now officially on the left side of the building, and at-home took over the rest. So once this Kmart does close, or if something small takes it over, that will be the end of Kmart within the state of Florida. And again, it's the Kmart store at the Kendall Lakes Plaza Shopping Center in Kendall Lakes, Miami, Florida. And that's not the only resemblance of Transform Co. left in Miami, Florida, because there is also a freestanding Sears store. This, I believe, is the last freestanding Sears store in the entire Sears fleet that has never been connected to a mall. The one in California does not count because that was connected to a mall at one point. So we have the Sears store at in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. There's a lot that's going on with the store. There's building maintenance issues. The elevator no longer works. I don't know if the escalators work in here, but there's a lot of building maintenance issues. The store has been significantly downsized, and we don't know what's going to happen with this building, but we just have to wait and see. So again, it's the Sears store in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. And then there's also another Sears store in the greater Miami area. It's actually the Sears store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. It's unbelievable. It's a very successful mall, by the way. It's really crazy that there's still the fact that there's still a 2-level Sears store here. I mean, that's just amazing. And not only that, it's at a Taubman Center. A Taubman Mall is housing a freaking Sears. I mean, let's go over the significance of that for a second. That is pretty damn significant in 2024. It's amazing that this store hasn't closed. I mean, maybe it has to do something with Eddie being so close to the store they can't close it for some reason, or they just don't have the right tenant in there. I don't know. This company, Sears, really just they really work backwards in this company. So again, it's the Sears store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And that's not the only Sears store in the state of Florida, because we have to go to the central region of Florida where, all the entertainment is in Florida. Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, yada, 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 just west of the Orlando International Airport. We have the Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida. As apparently the Montgomery escalators have broken, so obviously they're not keeping up with maintenance, so who knows? The Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida's days could also be numbered as well. But again, it's the Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida. And I know it feels so weird not going to Jersey City, but Jersey City is now closing, so we're down to the last two locations. So the Kmart store at the Bridgehampton Common Shopping Center in Bridgehampton, New York. And why is this Kmart so significant and it's known as the Martha Stewart Kmart? Well, because Martha Stewart used to come exclusively to this Kmart and sign stuff. She would do special events here. I mean, she's since signed on with many other different brands, but back in like the 2000s, the 1990s, late 1990s, early 2000s, if we want to be specific with timelines here, that's the significance behind this Kmart discount department store, was because she would go and people would go to the store. People would go inside the store. They would go get their Martha Stewart merchandise signed inside the store. You could meet Martha Stewart. There's a lot of humble jumble here, but yeah, that's pretty much the basis of it. So, all right, and then we get to our final non-liquidating store, and it's in the Massachusetts, greater Boston area, just outside of Boston, a little bit just outside of Boston. We have the Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts, the last resemblance of Sears in the New England region of the United States of America, and the last Sears store within the state of Massachusetts, and you guys get the rest. So, and again, it's the Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts. All right, so guys, that is every non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart store as of Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. I want to sincerely thank you guys for watching both the link to the map created by Dead and Dying Retail and, of course, the list that I maintain on a Google Docs. That will all be in the video description below for you guys to go ahead and check out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do sincerely hope you enjoyed the video, and that will be it.